Hello! Oh, how is everyone? Wasn't saying a thing, guys. Wasn't even in the room. I've literally just walked in and went live. That's how I roll here. So hello, Real Cook. Hello, Jay. Hi, Legends DM. Hello, Misty Mountain Girl. How are you as well? You are right. We are playing Trials of Peebles, of which, and you may notice, I have indeed got my Trials of Peebles sheet as made by our very own Will Cook. You heard me walking. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure who I'd be talking to up here on my own as well. It'd be a bit weird. Mrs. Peebles is downstairs, probably just finishing off dinner. I sort of was a bit of a rush today, things went a bit sort of weird at school. Someone hacked our official school website, and I had to gain control of it again. So yeah, about an hour and a half to get that all back up and running again. Remove all of the Trojan stuff on there. Reinforce all of our different protocols and change all the passwords. And do I enjoy Last Bastion? That is a good question. Let me see how many times we have not enjoyed Last Bastion. Last Bastion. All games. Okay. Last Bastion. We have played Last Bastion 8 times, and we have still not beaten it. So I'm not sure if we're doing something wrong. I need to reread the rules, make sure I'm not messing up with it. But yeah, it's it's a pretty tough one. We've only played it 2-player. Oh no, we played it once 3-player. Yeah, it's an interesting game, but really hard. I think quite punishing as well. If you get a bad set of cards come out at the wrong time, you can really get sort of stuck. Hello Yoyocha, and hello Shoko Loco. It's as hard as Ghost Stories. Yeah, it's basically just a re-theme of Ghost Stories, basically. But yeah, it is a good game. I enjoy it, but yeah, I'd like to have said that I've beaten it once. Yes, it's tricky, I guess. That's what I'm saying about it. Yeah, I just saw Runa's doing some Minecrafting. I was just hosting it just a minute ago. And what are my favourite 2-player games? Let me have a look at the idea of how the most games I've played, and that might give me an idea of, well, I guess Mrs. Peebles' favourite 2-player game is probably Wingspan or probably Villainous. Oh no. Oh yes, sorry, I've got a special sheets thing now here. I can press this and it just puts the one up directly I need. You could also do the sheet one here if you wanted to, and it will give you all of those bits and pieces there as well. You can't stay long today because friends are coming over to play a game or two. That's fine, Shoko Loco. You know, do I need it if you have Ghost Stories? Is what you're trying to figure out. I think if you've got Ghost Stories and there's 2 expansions for Ghost Stories, then you've probably got about the same functionality as Last Bastion. If the sort of demon sort of fighting theme is more appealing to you, then and you can pick it up for a reasonable price, you might be interested in that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd go out of my way to go and buy it. It basically, essentially, is a re-theme of the existing game. But yeah, we had played Ghost Stories as well, but we don't own Ghost Stories. Yes, I guess we've played. We really like Tapestry as a 2-player game. I played that as a 2-player game. I guess your question is whether or not games that are exclusively 2-player. We play a lot of games which are not exclusively 2-player. I really like Dice Throne Season 2. If you haven't seen that, that's a really gorgeous game. They've got these sort of vac form trays in there, and they're really nice. And what else we played a lot of? I think there's a lot of games we played a lot of. Like Terraforming Mars, I really like playing 2-player. Yeah. Yes, Dice Throne the co-op. I'm waiting for that to arrive. But I mean, this is Dice Throne Season 2. There it is, and it comes in this awesome like tome, sort of large box that looks like a book. Yeah, I think it's really cool. And then in here you get all these lovely trays like this. This is the battle chest, and it contains all 8 characters. and each of the characters comes in its own little tray, and it's like a display case. Oh, it's really, really nice. If you don't like dice throwing games and a lot of randomness, these games are not for you. And then the insert part here actually turns into the character board like this. Just so they spent lots of time fitting everything in and making it basically really, really nice. Like even the dice fitting. Oh, just really, really well thought out. Really do like. It's one of the first games that I've got where I've been just really pleased with the storage solution, and I've not thought to myself, oh, I might need to upgrade it or reprint or do something else. Just really, really nice. Yes, I guess it does work really well as a two-player game. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, games, got to be something you like. You don't know what we're playing. Usually one of them bring games, something you can win. Hopefully, Shaker Loco. Seven Wonders Duel is a two-player game. I really like Seven Wonders Duel as a two-player game. Mrs. Peebles didn't like it. She felt it was very confrontationally attacky, I guess. Hello, Not Yet Again. How are you? Yeah, you play a lot that are exclusively two-player though as well. Yeah, quite a few good ones that are just two. Oh, is your printer still not working? Will Cook. Oh no. Bad times. You almost never play two-player games, but you like Seven Wonders Duel and Star Realms. Yeah, we've got Hero Realms. I remember the name of it. And I bought the big box. I say big box. It's not very big. It's only about this big, but it's the big box version of Hero Realms, and it turns it into a cooperative game, as well as being competitive if you want to. And it's up to you how you want to do it, and you could get an AI deck effectively. Hello, Chantel. Oh, is it Jay's birthday? Is it Jay's birthday today? Oh. Lovely. You're a Targi fan, are you, Will Cook? Nice. Happy birthday, Jay. Yes. Oh, lots of happy birthday. Oh, SC2 isn't your life. You love Gloomhaven at two players. You play some light games and roll and writes on weekdays. Yeah. We've got Gloomhaven, but we're in the middle of a campaign. With three of us playing, and it's my sister-in-law. So the problem there is we only get to play maybe once a month normally. So that's 12 times a year, and even if we do 3 missions each time or 4 missions each time, it's going to take us like 2 more years to complete Gloomhaven. So we're a bit bad. Oh, hello Vim, how are you doing? You played through the whole co-op of Hero Realms and recently bought Chapter 2 of the co-op. Ooh, what did you think? Because we've not played it yet. I bought it. Mrs. Peebles didn't really like the deck building, just non-co-op version, which is why I thought, I'll get the co-op version. And then for all these decks I've already bought, I'm not like just wasting it effectively. You played Santorini a few times. Excellent. Yeah, we were thinking, I say me. I was thinking of maybe getting Jaws of the Lion. And the reason being is it gives us more characters playing Gloomhaven, but it means that Mrs. Peebles and I have got a campaign game we can play, just the two of us. We've already decided that when Frosthaven arrives, we're going to play Frosthaven just the two of us probably, just so that we can actually get the gameplays in basically. You just finished Monday's game. 101 points. Well done, Vim. You broke the 100 mark, unlike me. Yes, I've got Santorini just up here, actually. Just where my logo is. You can't quite see it, but yeah. You forgot about the mountains with the city. Oh no, you did the same as me, Vim. No, even though I said it. Even though I did it, you did it. Oh no. Hero Realms campaign is quite fun. We found out there's not a lot of replayability though. Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky thing. We used to, obviously not so much this year, we used to go to the cinema quite often, and we had like a cinema pass, and it allowed us to go to the cinema as many times as we wanted for a monthly flat rate fee. And the logic behind that was then we would probably go and see every cinema film. So if you think of that as a disposable piece of entertainment, and if each of those films you're going to go and watch is still, I don't know, £8 or maybe £10 in cost, okay, including some snacks maybe and a drink. That's including sort of like the bit of the monthly fee. So that means for 2 hours I'm spending £10, yeah, and there's two of us, so we're spending £20 for 2 hours of fun. If I buy a game and it's costing me £20 and I get 2 hours of fun out of it, is that the same as my cinema experience? Am I getting the same level of fun? Should I be paying less? I don't know. It's a really, really hard thing to think about, like whether or not you're doing the right thing investing in games. Like the way I looked at it is, we've got so many games. If we wanted to play, say, 3 games a day, yeah, we've got over a year's worth of games. We've not got like 1,000 games. What I'm saying is, if we wanted to play the same game 3 times, yeah, in a day, and then play a different game, and then a different game, and play each one, that's a lot of gameplay. And we're probably not going to have the time to do that because we have to work. But yeah, that's why you put the no houses as the icon on the mountains for today's game. Yes, I did notice that, Wilcock. Oh yes, we've got Aeon's End Legacy. We've not got Aeon's End, and a lot of people were recommending Aeon's End Legacy was like a good way of getting into Aeon's End, and at the same point, Eon's End, Eon's End, probably Eon's End, and it like a good set of gameplay. But yeah, you closed in your city without a chance of expanding it. Oh, that is basically what I did. Yeah, a D6 for all those D3s. Yeah. And Chuck Norris the card shuffler. Hello Steph, how are you doing? Dearie me. That's why he didn't go for to the theatre. It's too expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we go to gigs, well, when gigs were a thing, and if we went to, say, like a Pearl Jam gigs nowadays are like £80 a ticket, £90 a ticket. So that's like $100 or just under €100. That's a lot of money, and I understand that it's 4 or 5 hours, potentially, with a warm-up gig, but that's a lot of games you can buy for that. The price per hour for Heroes campaign is quite good, yeah. What I meant is that once we finished the campaign, you didn't really feel the urge to play the game anymore, as opposed to some non-campaign games where you play more regularly. Yeah. You got to run. See you later, Legends. Yeah, it's a bit tricky, isn't it? I also like some of the unlock games and things like that. We bought some unlock games when we were in the States a few years back, and we picked them up at GameStop, and I think they were like reduced down to $2 a game. And we thought, like, that's crazy. When I took them to the till, they said, oh no, there's 50% off on our games today, and it was like, it was $1 a game, and I was like, and changing that into pounds, it was like 80p. It was crazy. So we actually bought some extra copies of the games, and I gave them to some of my work colleagues, and then after they played them, they passed them on to another work colleague, and they sort of passed around the school, and it worked really, really well. But yeah, I mean, some of those ones where they're £15 or £20 and you get one gameplay, sometimes my mind says, but for £20 I can buy a game that I might be able to play 50 times in the future. And if you wait a year between each play, oh my gosh, you could probably play it forever, the whole of your life, if you enjoyed the game. You want to replay My City? We didn't play My City. Mondays is a very tiring day for me. Things have gone wrong. Wednesdays, today was also a very tiring day for me today. We were my city. We were putting up a new screen. We've replaced our projector and board system. That's me miming a pen. They had like these touch pens to go on the boards, and we bought a 65-inch 4K touchscreen TV to go in there, or touchscreen panel to go in there. But we've had to reinforce the wall and stuff because it's a stud wall, and it's a 65 kilo TV. That's about that's about 10 stone, 140 odd pound, I guess. TV is really heavy, really heavy. So we chained it to the ceiling as well as mounted it in case it falls off. You only buy unlock rather than exit games, so you can resell them or trade them after one play. Yeah, Steph, I think that's the big thing. The games where they expect you to rip them up or do other things, I'm a bit like, oh, and I know it doesn't cost that much, but like, if you're, and I'm not really particularly on a tight budget, but if I was on a tight budget, I would be really like, I'm destroying my game. I could probably buy another game and I'd be able to play it for years to come potentially. But yeah. You started My City with 2 of the kids, but it's hard to get to the table since we all have stuff to do at different times. Yeah. All unlocked games tend to be replayable. Have I got an unlocked game here? I do. I have them, but I don't know if I've got one here. Just at the top up here, I've got these. Oh, you can't see it. I've got some big grey sort of pull-out units I got from IKEA. And we store of our smaller games in there, and then downstairs we've got a cabinet bit, and it's got loads of small games, little tiny box games. But yeah, the unlock ones are they are pretty much reusable. I think they must all be downstairs or up here somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, they're okay. You won an escape game when you won the Loserpalooza leaderboard. They'd already played it, and it was a fine to play game. Yeah, you can pass it on to now, but it's in German. Yeah. Sometimes you have to bend a card, but they are replayable. Yeah. With all the wasting resources in the world, I don't understand legacy type games. Well, I tend to just play legacy games. Well, I say that. The ones we've played are very much sort of non-destructive legacy games, like Machikoro Legacy. Machikoro Legacy, I won't do any spoilers for it, but you gain, after you've finished, you've got all these different boxes to unlock. Okay, but after you've finished, they effectively become like modules that you can add into the game. So actually, if you wanted to buy a Machikoro style game, so I've also got the 5th edition game over here. The 5th anniversary game, not the 5th edition. Then I would recommend Machikoro Legacy, because it gives you loads of stuff like from the 5th edition, 5th anniversary edition game, but at the same time you can take things in and out, and you've got like 6 or 7 different modules in there. So really interesting. And the same with Charterstone as well. Oh, you can see Charterstone up here. Charterstone, very much, you gain a workable game board that is sort of set at that point at the end of the game. You don't destroy anything. You do sort of put cards to one side. They go into effectively the bin, effectively, and you don't use those again. But yeah, replayable with someone else, but not by you. Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got a lot of games I still haven't played. So yes, Vim, I understand where you're going there. Charterstone on the table. Oh, Shoko Loco. I really hope you enjoy it. I don't know if you've played very much of it, or if you've at the end and you've got a Legacy state board, but I hope you enjoy it. You played Machikoi Legacy. It was fun. Yeah, I quite like it. I mean, you got to like the concept of Machikoro as a game. I find it a very easy little game. It's very easy to teach people, and yeah, I really liked it. You played Machikoro Legacy too, and you enjoyed it. Overall, you prefer Space Base over Machikoro, but the Legacy aspect was nice. Yeah, we picked it up really cheap. I look at some games and yeah, they're really, if they're really ludicrously cheap, I'll pick them up even though I might not play them for a while, which is probably not a good way of buying games. Oh, hello Crystal. You really like Machikoi Legacy, felt like it would work great with a family. Yeah, it was really good. Is Machikoi Legacy better than the normal one? I would say yes, because you've got these different modules you can add into the game, and at the end you can choose to take those out, and it even explains about how to play the game afterwards with certain modules. So yeah, you like Machikoi when you was pretty new to games, but got tried it after a few months and sold it on. Yeah, I mean, again, we break out Machikoro like maybe once every 3 or 4 months. It's a little quick game to play in between a larger game, like a reset game in our minds. That's the idea. You played it twice, but it seems overly unbalanced. It can be a little bit unbalanced. You need to make sure you're playing the rules exactly right, correctly. If you misinterpret some of the rules, you could have a really unfair sort of game. Been playing Jaws of the Lion, played 5 scenarios until now. You managed to avoid making changes on the board. Well, they give you a lot of stickers to put on the board. Yeah, I mean, you can buy Yocha. You can buy from Sinister Fish Games actually. They're the same people that made Villagers, the board game. They're like the long box game. You can buy vinyl stickers, so you stick them onto your very shiny board and then can pull them back off afterwards, so when you want to reset the game. A clever idea. Some people complain that you can't always get them off. You have to be very careful you don't stick them down too hard. Yeah, the base game can be unbalanced. Harbour does help with that, yeah. I've got, look, new in wrap. I bought Seafall. If you don't know Seafall, it's from Plaid Hat Games, which I really enjoy. It is a legacy game, and it is done by Rob Davio. So you'd think, wow, this is going to be really good. It's a Plaid Hat game. I quite like Plaid Hat Games. Rob Davio, amazing. Yeah, a lot of people don't review this as being a good game. What I did see though is what changed my mind. There was 2 things. On BGG, someone has written a slightly different campaign way of playing it, which changes how the game works and apparently makes it a lot more enjoyable. And then the other part of it was the fact that I bought it for £12. Brand new, £12. There was a sale on and they had like 20 something in stock. They'd obviously gone, oh my gosh, it's a Plaid Hat game, it's a Rob Davio game, this is going to sell like hotcakes, we'll buy like a crate of them or something. And then went, oh, we've got these and no one wants them. So we bought it for like £12. It might have been a little bit more with shipping, but it was definitely £15 or less in total for a whole game. So at that cost we were like, you know, we'll try it out, I think. But yeah. With Gloomhaven, would you play again after all those hours and Frosthaven coming? But with Vim, the big thing is I would take my characters from Gloomhaven and play them in the Frosthaven world, because it's the same world and you can move characters back and forth. And there's certain things we did one way and I wonder what happens if we went down a different path. So yeah, but again, it's like just under 100 scenarios in Gloomhaven. and if you, I don't know, average 2 hours, yeah, that's 200 hours of gameplay, potentially for 3 people, should we say, yeah. So that's 600 hours of entertainment, and I picked up my one for £87 when it would drop to the very lowest point it got to. I had it on a sort of watch list, basically. Steph, you saw Seafall for $10. Yeah, exactly. People just want to get rid of it. You took Seafall off your wish list, Will Cook. Yeah, it's tricky. For the price, it's worth. That's my problem. I see a game and I go, wow, that game's like ludicrously cheap. I'll buy that. Not that kind of pricing there in Canada. Would I replay Gloomhaven from the start? Yeah, Vin, that's the problem. I don't know if I would or not. So would I reset it? Probably not. So I didn't buy the vinyl stickers. I just marked mine up and played it. And it does mean at the very end of the day, I'm going to end up having a game which I played once through effectively. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a lot of waste, I guess, but it's not a lot of plastic waste. It's mainly a lot of cardboard waste. So you need to go at 8 PM UK time. Oh, there's an Obsturk water show on. Excellent. Ludicrously cheap. Took the words right out of your mouth. Yes, you can play custom scenarios. Yes, you can. So maybe if I've unlocked all the different characters, it would be something I might like to go and like I've seen there's some people created their own campaigns using the custom scenarios. Like go and do this and then this and then this. I might do that in the future with different characters I've not played before. Yeah. I think that makes another big difference, doesn't it? Campaign games are awkward because they're always going to only have a finite lifespan. But it's the same as like, I don't know, Mrs. Peoples has got a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs. I guess I do as well, but not as many as Mrs. Peoples. And actually, we looked at the fact that how many of those Blu-rays or DVDs had been watched in the last 3 years, a while back, and we worked out it was like a handful. Yeah, it was a bit worrying, and it's like that's a bit like how often do you watch a film? And now you've got streaming services. It's tricky. It really is. It's tricky to know what to spend your money on, and whether or not you're using resources the planet could use for something else. You think there's free 10 scenario campaigns which are apparently amazing. There you go. I mean that there in itself is another set of content which is the same, the amount of content wise, as Jaws of the Lion. That's another £40 worth of game, or £45 worth of game. That's really good. Oh yes, Crystal. Yeah, that's the same as us. We've managed to play Gloomhaven like twice, very infrequently. Yeah. I have got the solo ones, and I was thinking of maybe playing the solo ones. But yeah, right. I think we should probably switch over to our overhead view. Here we are. If you haven't got the sheet is this one here. Oh, look at this! Setting everything up on my Stream Deck. It's a lot quicker after I've set it all up, basically. You only need to have a captive player in your house. What I do, but we unfortunately we did start it as a free player game, and we don't really want to be like, we've leveled up our characters and done loads more of the campaign without my sister-in-law, Claire's sister, because I think she'd be quite upset. Mostly just buy board games and $1 puzzles right now. It's tricky, isn't it? It's we're buying what we can use right now, and what we can afford as well. Right. By the way, I have to say, I am amazed by Will Cook's. We've got some dice on here, okay, We have got the Schadenfreude logo. We have got our our no house. Sorry, yeah, our no house, no next to mountains one, like this. And we've also got this one here, which is Chuck Norris. Here's our Chuck Norris one, as well as me, a smiley looking me face. So thank you very much, Will Cook, for making this. Oh yes, Crystal, you are right. Meeting a captive player is quite hard nowadays. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in a dating scene in the middle of a pandemic. I think that'd be quite awkward to try and orchestrate. Oh, we don't have a shuffling logo on here. I mean, to ask you, Will Cook went out of her way to make this for me, so I am amazingly pleased. Thank you very, very much. Has anyone not played? You own the game, so you could have used your sheets, but Loser had their own, so you thought you should. Thank you very much, Will Cook. We have Chuck Norris. That's true. How many other games out there have got Chuck Norris in them? Chuck Norris is the shuffling logo. Oh well, yes, I guess it is, because it's the Chuck Norris shuffling machine. Of course. Your friendly local game store actually organises some online gaming events for single players. Ooh, our board games cafe near to us does a singles night for board gamers, so you can go along, and you don't have to be. It's not necessarily a dating situation, but they say if something did happen, that's amazing. But obviously it's so that solo players can meet up with other solo players and become cooperative or versus players. But yeah, that's the idea behind it, I think. Obviously they just shut because we're in lockdown from tomorrow again. rough times for everyone totally. How's your lockdown, everyone? Are you locked down where you are, or are you quite open, or things going okay in your area? You had a guy email you after convention asking you out. I like that, Steph. I guess it's a slightly more modern version of sending a letter to someone you're interested in. I like that. You had a few dates about different beliefs, so it didn't work out. That's going to be always the case with people anyway. That could happen, couldn't it? But yeah, I mean, you had a good base of board games as a start, but you've got to make sure you tick all the other boxes that are important to you, obviously. You're very locked down. You're in a red zone. That does not sound good. He lived an hour away and a different game group, so you didn't actually know him. We're about to go into a UK lockdown, even though where I live, which is in Kent, which is in the very southeast of England, is got relatively quite low infection rates and things like that. Infection rates, that's right, doubling up. We played Power Grid together. I said, were you the guy in glasses? He was like, no, I must not have stood out to you. 4 guys, only one of whom you knew before the con. It's fair enough, yeah. But I like the fact that you remembered one, but it wasn't that guy. Right, who would like to play along? Trials of Tucana, or in our case, we're playing Trials of Peebles. I guess you could play with one of your own sheets, Will Cook. I'm going to put that just there so we can see it. Perfect. I'm just going to grab one of my sheets over here and just have a little look. So this is what the normal sheet would look like. This is what our sheet looks like. As you can see, everything's in the same layout basically, but obviously we've got our different icons, and our sand shapes are going to be these white ones. Our water ones have got our watery lines on. Our trees look like trees, and our dark patches here are going to be our mountains. So yes, that's basically how things are going to work. You'll be playing. You need to learn it though. Not a problem. It's a very, very easy game. You've been playing online with someone recently because a friend of his was trying to set him and you up over Twitch. Oh, lovely. Lovely. A game of Karuba. Today you played with a friend that was doing the setting up and alluded to it, and he said things have changed. He no longer wants me to be the friend. Oh. Is that good? Bad? Trickiness. Right, so this is how it works. We are going to be playing over 3 rounds, which are indicated over here. Let me grab a pencil so I can mark on here just a little bit more defined. 1, 2. I think when I printed it out, it didn't print out fully like this. Oh, the setter upper now wants to be the dating you guy, but you're not interested. Tricky. So we're going to be playing over 3 rounds, and each round we're going to be drawing 2 cards in succession as we go through the deck until we've only got a single card left at the end. And each of these cards are going to have one of these symbols or wild on it. So I'll show you the example. So this one here is a forest, this one here is a sand. So what I would be now doing is drawing. They don't have to be connected or anything, as in to be able to place the trowel, the line. But I would be looking for a sand shape. So our sand shapes are going to be these blank ones, okay? And I'm going to try and connect it to a forest. So up here I could draw a line here, or even here, wherever I want to. And I'll explain about the scoring in a second. So that's how we're drawing our trowels. And we are going to be trying to come out and connect to our different shapes over here, or our different icons, and get them back to one of our villages. Our villages are all of the ones that have got numbers around. Okay. And then also what we're going to be doing, so that's one way of scoring. So if I'd drawn from here to here, then here to here, I'd managed to get a dice. I would circle this first one up here, and I've got 1 point. If I managed to connect a dice back to another village, it doesn't need to be the same village. So I could go from here all the way up here and connect up to this dice. I'd circle the second scoring. And then we would go for the third one over here. I might connect up to that one, and then I would get an extra 2 points, but also I get a free trowel, or free road to draw effectively directly afterwards. Are we starting? We still need letters. I'm still just explaining how the game works. You can get a cup of tea or pot of tea, however you're doing your tea. Yes. 21 hours for you guys. Yeah, 8 o'clock. It's a reasonably quick game as long as we start soonish. We'll be okay. And then you'll notice we've got these scoring conditions at the top. And our scoring conditions at the top are a bit like some of the other games we played on the channel. We are going to be trying to get A to A, B to B, C to C, etc. If you're the first one, or score it on the same round that someone else claims it, then you're going to get this score here. As soon as it has been claimed though, the round afterwards you're going to get a lesser score. Okay, so you're still going to be scoring effectively. Well, I should say you get a lesser score for the second person or people on that round to score that one. If you score it the third time, so one group of people score this one, one group of people score this one, the third time you get no additional points. And our scoring down here, if we get A to A, we get 20 points, B to B 19 points, C to C 18, D to D 17, E to E 16. And how we work out where our what our starting letters are is like this. I'll be shuffling through this deck. Let me do it this way round so it makes a bit more sense. And after we've shuffled through our deck, I haven't got Chuck Norris with me again. I even looked at it and went, I should bring that upstairs. And then I was so rushed with making sure I ate dinner and things like that. Oh, right, so this is going to be our starting set of letters. I'll put it down here. You should be able to probably see it a little bit better. Okay, so our starting set of letters mean that we start somewhere. So E is going to be your starting letter. So I could start on any of these numbers, and it's probably a good idea we all start on different numbers, because that way we're going to have a slightly different game, which will be more interesting. So I'm going to start on 8 over here. Okay, so I'm going to write E here, and then I go to 9, and I'm going to write B because it's the next letter, and then D, and then B, and then A, and then C, and then A, and then E, and then C, and then D. And these are our letters that we're trying to connect up. So you are going to try and connect up. Should we say if you wanted A to A? Okay, we're going to go like this. However you want. Crossing through things. You could even go all the way out here and all the way back again. That would be fine. You could even connect all of them together if you happen to be extremely lucky and manage to get a lot of things connected. But I think it's going to be very hard to do that, if not impossible. So that's how it's going to work. So you are going to be using our turned over cards to choose where to draw. They don't have to be starting in a village. They don't have to be connected. You could just start right in the middle if you want to, anywhere you'd like to draw your connected lines. You must choose a starting number, and then if you want to start with 3, you would write E here, and then B, and then D, and then keep on going round. Will I put the letters in there? I think I probably should. Let me put the letters in. Oh no, my keyboard's so far away. Right, so it goes E, B, D, B, A, C, A, E, C, D. Okay, so there's our letters. So whichever number you choose to start at, you're going to then be using that first letter, the letter E, and then working your way round in a clockwise manner, writing the letters down for each next number. And then that's how basically the game works. Very, very, very simple to play. So basically you're going to be trying to connect up each of our roots by using our connectivity of our letters here, effectively. Letters of our cards that we're drawing. And all of our cards can be in this setup. They can be, that's a wild, like that. That's a water one. And there's a mountain. So here's our basic 4, like this. And these are, this one here is sand. If I do this and do sand, this one here is water, in case you're not sure. The tree one is obviously this one that looks like, can you hear those fireworks? Because they are really loud here. Someone's setting off fireworks literally just outside. Oh, aha, we'll cook. Yes, you can. It's either that or someone shooting at the house. I'm hoping it's just fireworks. And then our dark ones here are mountains. There you go. Yeah, they're really noisy. And then this one here is a wild, and it can be used as any of our other shapes, basically. Shapes. Locations. What am I thinking? What would the name be? Oh my gosh. Painful. Trains, there you go. Oh, we'll cook. Thank you. Yes, as any of our other trains. That makes much more sense. I'm going to give these a little rifle. Like so. Perfect. Stuffed fables. Yes. And that was a weird laugh I did as well. I don't know why. Anyone not 100% sure with what we are doing? Does anyone need anything clarified? If for some reason you are unable to play, there's no disadvantage. You just don't get to play. So basically, laugh cracked you up. If you'd connected all of the trees to trees, okay, and there was no other way of doing a tree to a tree, that's it. You just don't get to draw. Nope. Play. Go for it. Okay. Vim, are you back? You can't play. That is a disadvantage. That is a disadvantage. Yes, totally. Who else is playing, by the way? Vim is back. Vim is back. Vim, you're playing. Jay, you're playing. Will Cook, you're playing. T is ready. Ooh. Obviously, if you do happen to own Trials of Tucana, you could effectively use one of the sheets from there. We are using Isla Grande, the big island. Pencil sharpened. And your Yotra as well. Perfect. So, I've only played this about 2 or 3 times. I've not played my own copy yet. Oh! Runa's just raided. Thank you very much, Runa. Excellent. Very kind of you to come along. Oh, Dave was getting so stressed with the raiding last night. It was very funny. Oh dear. I'm hoping that's not a bad cough or something. It just feels tickly though, so probably not a bad one. Mini raid. I did see you playing Minecraft earlier on, Runa. Right, we've got a wild card, which is good, I guess, to start with, and a sand. I'm hoping, by the way, that everyone has drawn their letters around their board. I've left it up here just in case. You might have egged Bez on just a little bit. No! Oh, starting cards get remixed. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's fine. There you go. I guess it does make it a bit bad if you've got a starting one. I was just there to make the affiliate demands, then OBS crashed, so you quit. Fair enough, Runa. Fair enough. It is the worst. I do always think that having something where you can choose it to go anywhere is a bit like, oh, I don't know where to go now. Right, water and sand. What am I going to go for? A to A is going to be lots of points. B to B, that's going to be quite good as well. My most points are going to be with Chuck Norris's, of course. And we always should remember no next to mountains. So I think I'm going to go sand to water. So I'm going to go here, like this. I should probably use a different colour. That would make much more sense than black. Where's all my purple pencils gone? Ah, there they are. But so I've got a lot of purple pencils. I should at least have some of them. I've still not played a game that required dice for my new dice tower. You drew it already. What happens if what happens if Wild comes out second? Then that's what happens. Right. Okay. So there's my first trowel just here. Okay. Done. Really, really easy. So off we go on our second set. We've got mountain to tree. Do remember it could be tree to mountain. Don't have to go the other way around. Mountain to tree. I'm going to go here like this. Oh, that's much better. It's now it's in purple. I can see what's going on. Mountain to tree. Okay. How quick do we want to go, guys? I mean, I can sort of I can keep it at this pace. I don't want to go too quick that people go, oh, I looked away and you were 15 cards on. I don't want to do that. But at the same point, I don't want to be like people like, oh my gosh, we're meant to be places. Sand to tree. Sand to tree. Sand to tree. At the start faster, then later a tad slower. Okay. Hope you're not being rude, real quick. Right. Wild tosses sand around a tree. A wild and a water. A wild and a water. A wild and a water. I'm going to go here, like that. I'm just going for A. I want A. I like A. A looks good. Fills a water pistol and looks around wildly. Our next one is mountains to sand. Mountains to sand. I've got that just there. And off we go again. Sand to sand. I guess I'm just going to go there. Not so fast. Sorry, Vim. You was at the wild. There's the wild. So we've had a wild and a water, a mountains and a sand, and then a sand and a sand. I naturally play board games very quickly. Strange, isn't it? If it's just Mrs. Peebles and I, we play games very, very quickly. So yeah, this is why I always try and work out how many people we've got, just to make sure that I'm not going too quick or too slow. If there's only two of us playing, then hey, we can probably speed up a little bit. No, not Vim. It's not a problem at all. This is why I like to try and make sure I know what's going on. Right, we've got a tree to a sand. Tree to a sand. Right, I'm going to do this one here, and that is I've got a Mr. Peebles to a Mr. Peebles gone back to an A up here, so I'm going to get 2 points for that at the end of this round. Now I can't do 3 games this hour. You're not your best. You're not feeling very well, Vim. I mean, you said you was feeling a bit out of sorts, I would said, and just feeling a bit muddled in the head. Just too tired. Yeah. When I'm really tired, I feel like that as well. I can't think straight. And Mondays are always my worst because we tend to play a lot of board games at the weekend, so we might be up a little bit later and stuff like that. And then of course I've had a day at work, and Mondays I always feel the worst. Mondays are my days where I'm like a bit. Okay, we've now got a mountains to a tree. Mountains to a tree. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm going to go over here. So I've gone mountains to a tree over here. I have just noticed that you can't really read my writing, which doesn't really help me writing on whatever thing is, sand and water, in my scribbly writing like a doctor. Is that a worldwide thing? Does everyone sort of describe really bad writing as being doctor's handwriting, or is it just in the UK? Hello, Claire. Right, we've got a sand to a sand. Your dad has doctor's handwriting too, yeah. Oh, hello, Meeple Grande. How are you doing? So we are playing Trials of Peebles, as you can see up here, made by Will Cook here, and we've got Chuck Norris down here. If you regularly have seen the channel, you might know why Chuck Norris is here. We've got Do Not Build Next to Mountains. I do that a lot. My little logo, me. I look like this. Looks like this could be a MySpace profile picture. Do you know what that looks like? That, doesn't it? And then a dice, because you know, quite often, and you can only see on here 1, 2, and a 3, because you know, D3 sometimes. Oh, hello, Dutch. You have some camel coffee and you're ready to go today. Oh, you stole the U pic off of Claire's Facebook. Fair enough. You might even see some pictures of me there when I used to have long hair. Back in the day. Sand. Wasn't even that long ago, really. It's about 4 years ago. Sand to sand. I'm going to go here for sand to sand. I've got a plan. We've now got mountains to water. Mountains to water. I'm going to go here for mountains to water. You didn't even notice it was D3. Yeah, no one did, and that's the problem. Is someone just said, hey, do you know one of our dice has always been a 1 to 3s, basically? And I picked up the dice and went, oh, it's actually a D3. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like that one time. Yeah. Don't know why. A little bit coffee. Not coffee though, not have a drink. Just bad coffee. Anything to a tree. Anything to a tree. So wild to a tree. I'm going to go wild to a tree just here, like that. I guess if you've got really good memory, you could know how many cards we've got of everything. It does show it up here. 8 sand, 7 trees, 6 mountains, 4 water, and 2 wilds. And you could then sort of I can't even say it. Kafifi, isn't it? Is that what he said? Is that the Trump statement? I still haven't seen everything about that. Whether or not there's any more answers, but yeah. Yeesh. Right, we've got a tree to a water. Tree to a water. If I have a letter connected through a die, you get the first bonus. Yeah, you just get to circle it. Okay, so you get this one here, just get a single point. Okay, if you get a letter to another die, so you've now got 2 die connected to a letter, you would have circled the second one. And after you've connected all 3 of the die to a village, it doesn't have to be the same village, you would get a bonus 2 points and also be able to draw a free extra route anywhere you want. But yeah. A tree to water. And as we know, trees are actually water's quite rare comparatively. Tree to water. I'm gonna go here. Tree to water. Okay. Right. Oh, this is our last set of cards. A tree to a mountain. Well, that's frustrating. I was trying to hope to go over here. Oh, sorry. Yes, Jay. Yes, say that again. If you connect a die to both villages, you get an extra trowel. No. How it works is, sorry, I've obviously muddled the description here. You notice we wrote down these letters around the edge. Okay, this is for this to connect 2 letters together. This will give you the first bonus. Okay, so if you've connected A to A, you would say I've connected A to A, and then you would gain 3 points. If you've connected D to D, you're going to collect an extra 6 points, etc. So you need to tell us if that's happened. If you've connected, like I have, I've connected a Mr. Peebles, me, to A up here. So I'm going to circle the first one that I've done. If I manage to connect another Mr. Peebles back down here, I'm going to circle the next number 2. And if I connect the last Mr. Peebles to a village, I'm going to connect the last of the 3 bonuses up here and also get a free trial. Okay. it was set to 12. I thought it is at 9. What? What are we talking about? What's going on? Oh, okay. Ah, there you go. Sorry, I thought we was all talking about what I was talking about, and then I was really confused. That was set 13. What was set 13? Oh, okay. Ah. This, okay. It was at 9. I don't know. I really don't know. You're setting yourself up for some nice scoring. Oh, sorry. Right, mountain to tree. I need to do mountain to tree. Yes, this is our last one, so we're not going to be doing that one. Yeah, I just need this one here to get A. That would have been excellent. Oh dear, annoying cough. Mountain to tree. That's what I'm trying to do. Mountain to tree. Painful. Right, I'm going to go here. Mountain to tree. There you go. Right. So we then get to score. So in here we're going to look how much is here, and we are going to score it. So we're going to score, for me, 2 points. Woo! That's not that good. Ooh, Yorkshire, 7 points. I just went for A to A. I thought, hey, I'm going to go for that. Afterwards, I thought to myself, I should have probably gone for E to E or D to D. A to A is probably the worst one to go for, because you're going to get a lot of points for that, even if you score it later on. Yorkshire's overachieving again. Correction 5. Oh, so you've scored 2 like this. Maybe like on the People's logo here. 2 and 3. That makes sense. Or you might have scored 2, 2 and a 1 maybe. I don't know. Right, so we are going to take all of these. The one we missed, by the way, was a mountain. If we finish early, we might get a game of Calico in before the losers. You're 1 away from E to E. 8 points, 2 MP balls, and a Chuck Norris. I like that. Yeah, we had lots of worries. We had our first staff meeting in 3 or 4 weeks today. Socially distanced. We have to be all spread out in a large hall. And we had a few staff a little bit worried about COVID. Chuck Norris is worth double MP. That does make sense, to be honest with you. Even my logo is worth more than me. And that's fair, probably. And it is very, very important always to remember, do not put houses next to mountains. Always remember that. Whatever game you're playing, it might come up. Interestingly, all of the houses next to mountains are actually on mountains, so that's quite interesting. You like a mountain view. I like a mountain view as well. When we go to national parks in the States, we like doing hikes. Well, this is before I broke my back, obviously, really badly. But we like doing hikes and like going up from like 5,000 foot hikes up mountains and ravines and things. Really nice to look down across. Amazing. Right, we are going to be in round number 2. 2. Here we go. Sand to mountain. Woohoo! Here we go. Sand to mountain. I have completed A to A. So I'm going to be taking 3 points, and we put it into this box like this. I'm just going to write A to A. Perfect. Lovely. And I'm going to be scoring as well 20 points later on in the end. So that's lovely. Has anyone else connected A to A, or should I take the first A to A bonus out of the way? You also like an ocean view. I guess I really just like a view. We really like the drive down from LA down the very west coast down to San Diego, and you can go down the ocean road to get there. Oh, such a lovely drive, really, really nice. You could draw an illegal line from A to A if you like. No, Vim, it's fine. You don't need to do that. I was just wondering, because if not, I'm going to take this one away. We'll put it up here, and we now know that we've only got one left. The second person to do it. So yeah, I'm amazed. Like, I've got an A to A. I'm happy with that. You know, things have happened. Let's go for our next set of cards. We've got sand to sand. Gosh, I don't like that one so much. Sand to sand. I'm going to go here for my sand to sand. Yeah, there's some amazing cool beaches and cliffs. Actually, I really like the drive to Yellowstone National Park from San Francisco, driving across the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, that's out of the way, effectively. You have to go up and back down. But yeah, all those sort of drives around there are really, really nice. We've got some really nice drives around here as well. You've got E to E. Has anyone else got E to E? You're going to get 7 points for that, Jay. And you are right in thinking that that's probably the thing I should have been going for to start with. Instead, I went for A to A. Sigh. By the way, you can chain things, by the way. So if you've got 2 Mr. Peebles and 2 Schadenfreude logos, okay, and you get another Mr. Peebles and it gives you a free connection, and that allows you to connect up the Schadenfreude, that would give you another free connection. So that's sort of how it works. You write the 7 just in here. These boxes, they should look a bit like this. These ones here are for your bonuses. Well, I think I might have drawn in a box that doesn't actually have a bonus area in it. Add a map. Like this, okay. Yeah, so if in the original map, you've got these bits here, which are scored 1, 2 and 3. This blue area here, which is scored here, are bonuses, which are the little toucans on our cards, which would go into, like, you write them in here and they score here, and then this is your grand total at the bottom. So that's how it's working. You took out the colours of saving. No, Will Cook, amazing, really, really good. Very faint, yeah, that's fine. I mean, to be honest with you, it's good that we've got a sheet everyone can feel happy to print out, and I think that's the important bit. Right. Yeah, if I didn't have to, did I say or not? Well, our main website got hacked. Yeah, and I was aiming to try and do some things today. If I had a bit of time at lunch and stuff, I did not get time. Trees to trees, trees to trees. Trees to trees. I'm gonna go there to there. And our next one is going to be trees to trees. Well, we definitely didn't have that the first shuffle around, so I've managed to shuffle all the trees together. That's some good going, I guess. I'm going to head up towards Chuck Norris. I'm going to see if I can connect a Mr. Peebles straight up to a Chuck Norris. I do like the fact it's Chuck Norris with a hat. I like Chuck Norris with a hat. It looks good. Switching drinks. Drink number 2. Noisy drinking. Right, okay. Let's see if we're still going to have some more trees. That would be very annoying. We've got a sand to a tree. Sand to a tree. That's okay. I can do that. I think. A sand to a tree. I'm going to go here. Yeah, here. Whoopee! What did you get, Vim? Did that help, or is it just whoopee? It's starting to form a set of trails that are connecting. Yes, it can, Jay. Yeah, look. I mean, effectively, I could hook this one up over to here if I wanted to. That's fine. And also, you might have noticed I've got like one going down here, one up here, and one over here. Up to you. It's all a web. You've got one of each now. Excellent, Vim. I'm not doing so well. As I said, I've not played this enough times, I think, to really have a good strategy down. Our next one is a trees to a trees. Really? Okay, well, I've got this one here. Trees to trees, and I've got a dice. A D3. Right. How do you shuffle a deck and make them all of the trees come together? It seems improbable, doesn't it? And also we've had 3 double trees and a single tree. We've had all of the trees card counters out there. That's all 7 of them. Right. We've now got a water to a water. Really, did I shuffle all of the identical ones together? That doesn't seem possible, but maybe it is. Okay, a water to a water. There you go. I'm going to end up just having loads of disconnected trails all over the place, and none of them will be connected. And I'll score extremely poorly. Chuck Norris would never allow the trees to be together. That is true. Chuck Norris would just make them all be wilds as he pulled them out, even though that was impossible in the deck. We've now got mountains to a sand. So mountains to a sandy area. A desert. Mountains to a desert. Mountains to a desert. Where? Here. Perfect. Not really. Close. You've got A to A as well. If no one else has got A to A, that means Christelle is gonna... Crystal? No, Christelle. I don't know why I said Christelle. Maybe it is said Christelle. Has got 2 points. And no one else will be able to claim that. So that's 2 points for Crystal. And you've got A to A as well. Well done. I'll put that off to one side so no one thinks that it's still available. God, I really don't like it when the cards are all squiffy like this. Squiffy cards. Why I order? Right. We've now got a wild. Oh, excellent. Good at this point in the game. A wild going to a desert. Wild desert. I'm going to go here with my wild desert. And that allows me to connect a Schadenfreude logo. Excellent. Oh, I've also connected a Do Not Go on Mountains. I've not connected a Chuck Norris yet. One Mr. Peebles. Oh, I've got 2 Mr. Peebles. Oh no, it's not connected. Very close. Oh, dearie me. Apparently I should be paying attention what I'm doing as I go during the game, not just random points of the game where I go, oh, I should check what if I've got anything. Right. A desert to a mountains. Desert to a mountains. I guess I'm going to go over here. Desert to a mountains. To give me more flexibility. Oh, you've got B to B, Yocha. Oh, excellent. 4 points for Yocha. If no one else has got B to B this round, you're going to only be getting 2 points the next time someone gets it. Well done, Yocha. Looking for a pencil sharpener. Yeah, I really feel like I've got a bad cough, which is obviously not good in our even if I just have a cough, like a bit of a cold or something like that, yeah. People really freak out if you cough anywhere near them. Yeah. I have another sip of water. Maybe that'll help. Okay, right. We've done our desert to mountains. We've now got mountains to desert. Totally different. Mountains to desert. Do 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 do. I'm gonna go there with the D. Perfect. We have only got 2 more rounds to go. 2 more draws of cards to go. So our next set of cards are water to wild. Water to wild. Well, I'm going to take it. Water to wild over here. I have connected B to B. So Yocha's already got the big points on B to B. I'm going to get 2 points for B to B. If you don't score B to B this round with me as well on the wild and water round, you will not be scoring that 2 points, and you'll only be able to score what it says down here. You still obviously get to score this as well. You just don't get the bonus. So I've done B to B. Is there anything I've not crossed out or circled, I should say? Nope. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, I'm quite close to getting D to D maybe as well. That would be really good. Right. This is our last draw of this round. A water to a mountains. Water to a mountains. I was really hoping to go here, you see, but that's obviously not going to happen. Water to mountains. I'm going to go just there. My water to mountains. We'll have to see how that goes. Right, so that is the end of that round. This is our last card. We didn't get another mountains. Okay. You're missing another set of cards. Right, I've definitely got all of the cards in here. Let's count one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right, 27 cards. 23, Will Cook. Amazing. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. Oh, you're missing one. Would you like me to roll back? Or would you know? Would you know which one it would be? 22, Yocha. You have 26, one of which was a bonus. Just leave it. Sorry, Vim. Obviously, it could have been one of the ones that were duplicated. That is always possible. Because obviously, when you look down, it looks like I've not done anything. But, yeah. Right. We are going to go for our shuffle. Sorry, Vim. It's always frustrating. There should be a better. Well, I guess there's always a digital option. You've got 24 though. Hey, I got 8, Vim. 8. I did really poorly there. I've not really connected things. I've just wandered around on the board basically, not doing much. Maybe this is not going to be a good game for me to play. Oh dear. I really do hope this annoying tickly cough disappears. Maybe I'm going to have to go and... Oh, sorry, card just jumped out. You'll rewatch later maybe, yeah. Or just go to bed. Right, one more rifle. And then we are going to be good to go. Will Cook, has it started? Has the Opes deck? Oh, yeah. Has the improv started? Yes or no? That's what I'm talking about. Right, round number 3. We've got tree. You're playing this first. Well, thank you very much for playing along. We've got another tree to tree. This better not be some sort of weird tree to tree thing going on all the time. I'm going to go here, tree to tree. Got to try and get some points, maybe, haven't I? Right. Then we've got a desert to a mountain. Desert to a mountain. Alright, desert to a mountain just there. Okay. Yeah, I quite like Trouser Tucana, or Trouser of Peebles, as the case is. It just feels weird saying it, you know, don't you think? Well, it does for me. Oh, another mountains to sand. That is actually good for me, but still, it's frustrating when you get what feels like the same set of cards coming out. You missed the first one, Jay. Not a problem. Our first one was trees to trees. Our second one was mountains to desert, and our third one was deserts to mountains. Yeah. Well remembered, Will Cook. Okay. Our next set of cards are mountains. No. We had trees to trees last time, lots of them, and now we've got lots of mountains to deserts, which I guess they're very frequent cards, which makes sense, but still, it feels wrong. Mountains to deserts. I'm going to go here. Maybe I might get another dice. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Might be able to get up to like the double digits. You've got E to E. Okay, so you get 5 points for your E to E, Will Cook. And unless someone else is claiming E to E this round as well, no one else will be able to get that bonus. It is gone out of the game. 5 points, Will Cook, well done. Yeah, the E to E one seems like a one I should have probably gone for. Because of the scoring. I mean, it's the same scoring, but the A to A one's still always going to be 20 points regardless, so it makes sense to get the bonus first, I think. But I didn't think about that until I'd already started doing my routes, so right. Our next one is trees to mountains. Trees to mountains. I'm going to go here, trees to mountains, giving me another dice. Second dice. Lovely. Third dice just over here. Very close to getting third dice. Vim, you've got C to C. 5 points for you. Anyone else getting C to C on this round will also get those 5 points. Let's move that one out of the way. That one is done. Well done, Vim. I think I'm quite far away from C to C, to be honest with you. Oh, naughty cough. Right, our next one is deserts to trees. Deserts to trees. I'm going to do this one over here, and that is going to give me another dice, and it's going to give me a bonus extra movement, or an extra thing. Brain, that's what it's going to try and give me. It's not going to give me a brain. And I'm going to take a D to D, so I'm going to go this one here for free, and that gives me a Mr. Peebles. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to get water to trees. Water to trees. I'm going to connect my water to trees just here, and that is going to give me a Chuck Norris. Perfect. I'll have a little sip in between just to make sure that I'm not going too quick. Also, hopefully to stop this annoying tickly cough. So I guess I need a mountain to trees and a water to trees. That would be really good for me. It would give me a D. Also, it would connect up loads of my route actually. Or water to water would be good as well. I know. I don't think I've got coronavirus. It's just really annoying to have a tickly cough. Also, you know, we're in cold and flu season, and I work with children, and oh, yeah, it's everyone gets a cold in schools. Is really, really bad. Well, our next one is trees. How's your fever, by the way, Will Cook? Trees to water, by the way. Is your fever pretty much down? Are you still on the porridge? Have you bought more porridge? These are questions I want to know. Trees to water. Oh, and I wanted trees to water. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Trees to water. Lovely. Still light grade fever. Ate the last porridge today. Do you think you're going to get more? You can buy, like, well, here in the UK you can at least. You can buy quite large sort of bags. Like, think of it like a cereal bag or box of porridge. And obviously the little packs are really cool, but it's quite economical actually. I mean the little single sachets actually work out a lot more expensive in effect. I just couldn't find anywhere that would send you a sack of yeah. Not allowed to go out to shops till fever is gone 48 hours. Well, that seems a bit sucky, doesn't it? Well, hopefully it will go sooner than later, and then you'll be able to actually get some more food. That'd be useful. Right, we've now got desert to desert. Oh, is that of any use? Not 100% sure. You've got E to E. There's no extra bonus for E to E. We've used all the E to E bonuses, but obviously you're still going to get your connection one there. But well done, Yocha. Desert to desert. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going to go up here. Okay. You just got D to D, Jay. Okay, so you've got the 6 bonus points for you. Anyone else is going to get in 4 bonus points. Which annoyingly is also me, because I was hoping to get D to D. Oh, I'm so close. We've still got a few cards left in the deck though, so it's all going well. Now we've got forest to mountains. Oh, I wanted forest to mountains, and you're chaining a lot. Hold on. Okay, not a problem. Forest to mountains. I've now got D to D as well. I'm going to get 4 points for that. B to B first round. Okay. You've got this one here then. Oh, last round. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. You've got B to B, so it's 2 points for you. Bonus points. We've only got C and D on the table to go. Tell us when you finish chaining, Will Cook, and we will continue onwards in our ever exploration of the island we're on. So what do I still? I've got D to D, which is great. I'm happy with that. Oh, sorry, I should probably circle that. Okay, Will Cook's good to go. E to E and C to C. I could get C to C. Maybe. Yeah, it's possible. Gonna be tricky though. I am doing Secret Santa on BGG, Jay, yes. And so is Mrs. Peoples. I did it last year. and I think my person I did a Secret Santa, I think they liked it. I sent them some UK chocolate and some other bits and pieces and stuff like that, and like an advent calendar bit, as well as all the board games. I don't know, they never said anything back to me, or put anything on the thank you post. So I was a bit like, oh no, is this the next set? As in, we're on term 3, round 3, yes. Oh, are we saying that the last ones we just did were sand to sand? This one is forest to mountain, and we're about to go here. Desert to water. Desert to water. This will be your 4th year. Lots of fun. You've had Sweden, Japan and USA. Awesome. That's really good. Just a sec. Okay, Vim, we'll let you catch up. Try to get Chantel to do it as well, because why not? You've got bonus. Okay, cool. Which one have you got? One of these two? What am I working on? Oh yes, water and desert. Water and desert. Whew. Apparently my brain's still not working. Water to desert. Okay, water to desert. I'm going to go here like this. Maybe I can get another Mr. Peebles. Which bonus did you get, Vim, by the way? Or are you... How many turns left? We've got 1, 2. 2 more sets coming out. Yeah. You got toucans. Cool. Yeah, I really do like. It looks quite good, this game as well. I mean, it's quite an easy game to understand. What's the age on it actually? 8+. I think I might be able to play this with my elder of my 2 nieces. She's about to be 6, but I think she could probably do it. You're doing Secret Santa on BGG as well. Got someone from the USA last year. Hoping for somewhere a bit closer this year so you can send some Dutch treats. Shipping to USA was too much, so ordered locally last year. Yeah, I mean, that is always the problem, that if you want to send treats, it's it can be tricky. Because obviously you're then paying for postage to potentially a different country. I don't know. But I really enjoy doing it. I'm aiming to 3D print some stuff to send with it as well. That's my idea. Right, okay, Vim is ready. Off we go. A wild. Oh. A wild to a wild. Oh my gosh, guys, you can basically go where you'd like to. I'm going to go here and get another Mr. Peebles. That gives me another free route. I'm going to go here to get a Schadenfreude logo. Perfect. And I'm hopefully... Oh, I know. I'm 2 away. Unless I get another Schadenfreude logo... Oh, no. It still won't work. You ordered locally too. You considered the option of something more personal, but shipping... Yeah, it is always the shipping that is crazy. Got all your bonuses filled. Yocha. Amazing. Yes, Jay, did you see this? This is my 3D printed dice skull. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'll show you a bit more of that in just 1 second. Let's do our last set of cards. Guess who's back? Back again. It's Runa. We've now got a water to a desert. Water to desert. Water to desert. I don't think I can get anything else. Oh my gosh. Nothing. I'm going to go there just for the sake of it. That is our last one. Our last one was going to be another mountains. Always mountains. Also feel 2 rounds ago, but not too much connected. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 3 connected, A to A, I've got D to D, and I've got B to B connected. So we score up all of this again. Okay, so I'm sitting at 5, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17. I'm at 24 points. A little bit better this round, but you guys are going to be like 40. You've got D to D. Perfect. So 4 points for Crystal. So this bit in here, okay, is going to be this. Okay, dark cloud underneath. So I've got 39, 56, like this. This bit's going to be your bonuses from up here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is going to be all of that tallied together. You've just got C to C as well, you Yocha. Oh, well, these two are now gone effectively, but this is the last round, so we're all good. Right, 10, 34, 80, 90, 99 points, it looks like for me in total. Not a very good score, I think. I'm just going to recount that. 34, 80, 90, 99 points in total. There we go. And I will have a little show of this for Jay, if he's not seen it. Here we have Dice Tower. With no dice. That's frustrating. Okay. With some dice, and you just put them into the eye socket like that. It's pretty cool. You got a personal high score, you Yocha. Wow. And then this one here. Yeah. So that's the idea of this here, and I thought it was visually really good because it's a top-down view like this. You know what? I should have used this today, my card holder. And I could have put the cards into it like this, and it would have held them, and they wouldn't have gone all over the place. Oh, that would have been much better. Oh. Yes, I'm hoping that I might get someone that I can ship to okay, and I'm going to print something out really cool for them that goes with whichever game that I've got them off their wish list. 130 Vim, amazing. Crystal, 108, also, well, I don't know. I really don't have much to gauge whether or not 99's good or not. 152, Yocha. Okay, 99's not that good. Can you go over scoring? Yes. You're going to score each of your rounds. So each round you should have put a number in here. Okay. So like on round 1, I only had got a Mr. Peebles. Okay. So I got 2 points. Round 2, I got a Mr. Peebles and something else, so I got 8 points in total. This last round, round 3, I added up all of this. Okay. Then this one here is all of my connections. So this area here is these connections just there. Okay. Like that. So if you've managed to get loads of connections, you're going to be getting loads of really big points. I didn't get 4 connections, I got 3 connections. I got D to D, I got A to A, and I got B to B. That's it. Yeah. It does feel really weird, Runa. It does feel really weird. Also, the Trails of Peebles. I don't know. It feels really weird playing something that's got. And I understand that I've got a channel that basically has got my name on it, but still, it's a bit strange. Oh, you're asking about the 4 connections with your Yocha, maybe? You've got all of the routes except for D to D. Wow. And then this last one down here is just these bonuses, the cards. If you manage to get any of those, that's what those bonuses are there. And then you just tally the whole lot up, Jay, and that will give you your grand total. The Trials of Schadenfreude. We could do that. We could do it. You think you got 94? That's pretty good for a first go through, Jay. What do you think of Trials of Tucana? So the box looks a bit like this. And as you can see here, nicely in German. And yeah, you get the bonus cards here. You get a quite hefty pad of the sheets like this, and you can have the small island, which is only over 2 rounds instead of 3 rounds, or the grande, the large island, which we've just been playing, which is over 3 rounds. You get a stack of these cards, 27 of these, as well as a big stack of starting positions. Oh no, that's the bonuses. These ones here, which give you different starting positions to make each game a little bit different, or else it can be a bit samey otherwise, I would have thought. But yeah, it's really good. You think you got 1 point for showing up, Luna? Of course you did. Of course. Why not? The icons in the real game are a bit lame. Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird water monster. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to see what they are. A weird water monster, some sort of obelisk, a book, a toucan, and a angry cat with a club. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're not outstanding, the icons. Oh, you're very welcome, Jay. Sorry if I didn't explain it as clearly as I could have done. But yes, let's switch over to this view. There you go. Ta-da! Kitty Caveman. Yeah, it does look a bit like that. They're no Chuck Norris. That is true. Chuck Norris or a water dragon. We know it's going to be Chuck Norris who's going to win out of that fight. So that sounds reasonable. So I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know some of you want to be going off to go and see Dave doing some improv. We have got Ross we can go and raid. Or is there anything else anyone wants to know about, talk about, ask? You can play this one every week. Yeah, I think it's really good. I enjoy it. And actually, maybe I'll put a bit of time and effort into creating the emotes, and then either I can send them to you, Will Cook, or I can have them make it myself. Whatever you want. You might have 132 if the cards you missed were mountain, forest / desert. I have no idea, Vim. Only you would know whether or not that was the case. We can vote for Friday, of course. Has anyone got some? Hold up, there's a poll. There you go, a new poll. Let's get this one going. Let's move my keyboard a little bit closer. It's a little bit too far away. Okay, playing Friday. Has anyone got any suggestions? Railroad Ink, of course, we can put that down. Railroad Ink, blazing red. I'll just put red. It's not going to fit otherwise. Okay. Oh, you streamed right before it. Well, Will Cook. Super Dice Heroes. Super Dice Heroes? Yeah. Super Dice Heroes. We've not played that one for a little while. That one's quite nice. What else would I like to maybe play? Roll to Escape. We've not played Roll to Escape for a long time, actually. Let's put that one in. Anyone else got any other suggestions? Shout them out. And then away we go. We've got 3 up here. We've got Railroad Inc. At the moment, Super Dice Heroes, and Roll to Escape. Roll to Escape is a little bit like Rolling Realms, except it's got a bit more flexibility because it's 2-sided effectively. We've only played the single side at the moment. Mrs. Peoples and I played both sides and had a bit, a bit of a play around on there as well. Yeah, it's the one with all the letters. Yeah. Castle of Not Really Red. Yeah, Castles of Burgundy. Yeah, I don't know why my Castles of Burgundy is not red. It makes me... Metro X is a good one. That's a good idea. Yeah, it makes me wonder whether or not there's something wrong with, like, maybe it's a dodgy copy. It looks legit and everything inside looks okay. There's nothing that tells me it's not. But the outside's slightly blue, not burgundy. Worrying. And let's put in a random one maybe, shall we? No, it's not going to be quantum. How about... I was going to put Quinto actually, but I don't think Quinto. Yeah, maybe Quinto. There we've got a nice selection. I'll put it on for 3 minutes, just in case someone's just popped off to go and get something, and they don't want to come back and go, oh, I haven't got it. Right, I've just started the poll. And then we can click on this one here, and we can look at the poll results as they come in. We've got Super Dice Heroes 1 so far. If you are playing on a phone, playing along on a phone, you might find that you are not able to vote. You normally have to be in some sort of browser to be able to do that. If you are on an iPad or some sort of tablet and you're in a browser, you can quite often see the voting at the top. Railroad Ink Red seems to have 5 votes. Super Dice Heroes 1, Roll to Escape's got 1, Super Dice Heroes got 3. That's right, we're going to have more votes than people in the channel. 6 people for Super Dice Heroes, 9 for Railroad Ink, 6, 7, 12 for Railroad Ink, 9 for Super Dice Heroes. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Roll to Escape 10, Super Dice Heroes 13, Railroad Ink 23. This is ludicrous. Railroad Ink 31, Super Dice Hero 20, Roll to Escape 12. Looks like whoever's doing Roll to Escape's decided we're not going to get Roll to Escape. Super Dice Heroes 27, Railroad Ink 41, Super Dice Heroes 29, Super Dice Heroes 33, 41 to Railroad Ink Red, Roll to Escape 12. We've got Super Dice Hero 39, Railroad Ink Red 49. Oh dear. I would definitely say people are redeeming points. If not, there's something really weird going on. It's neck and neck and Roll to Escape. That's right, Roll to Escape's got 12. You redeemed all your points for a game. Guys, you know that if you've spent thousands of points, you could have probably just used the redeem feature to play the game, no? It might have been cheaper. I have so many viewers. Yes, so many viewers have voted. It's just craziness. I think people are sitting there like in the old days of eBay. People are sitting there with moments to go going, I'm going to wait till it ticks down to the last seconds and I'm going to just up it a couple more times just to win at the end. Oh, I can just see the numbers going up. I will tell you right now, we've got over 120 votes. Over 120 votes. Everyone is now broke. Oh, guys. Oh my gosh. Vim, we are going to be playing Railroad Ink Red. And I'd like to point out that Vim just used 13,000 points. And for 10,000 points, you could have just redeemed Pick a Game to play next time. Oh, dearie me. Sorry. You make me laugh and cough at the same time. You almost use as many as you, Vim. Dearie me. You're lucky though, because some people have got way more points than other people. The people who've got a lot more points, obviously, if you subscribe, I think you get a modifier. I think it's like 2 times modifier or something like that. And I think that's probably some people who might have a lot more points than others. So some of my subscribers, if they are in the channel, yeah, they could like they probably got a lot more points to drop. I think Shoko Loco is a subscriber and has a lot of points, but yeah. Oh, 1.2. Okay, I didn't know what the times amount was. Yeah. How can we make this moment into an emote, an auction hammer? It was a bit crazy. I'm just saying. You spent a lot of points. You spent. What did you spend between you? I don't know, 30,000 points or something like that. There you go. Look, an auction. The perfect 30-odd thousand points. Just choosing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. WM Mader is here, and WM Mader is gone. Thank you very much. You used that hammer that you just got there to full effect. They've been banned. Do I want to be famous? That's always a good question. They ask that always. Well, unfortunately, Yocha, we've already voted for Friday, so you would effectively be voting for Monday, Yocha. So you could choose our game for Monday if you wanted to, or you could always just maybe suggest it on Friday. And if it sounded like a game I really felt like I wanted to play, then maybe we'd play that on Monday anyway. We can vote for Monday. I don't think we should vote for everything we do on the channel. That seems a bit crazy, guys. No. Vim's going to start spending actual money to do bit. Actually, I didn't enable that. I felt that was a bit weird. But yeah, you can actually enable it so people can cheer with bits to get extra votes. And I thought that was just madness. Oh dear. How many points have you got left? We're trying to work out who can outbid who. I mean, you've got to remember, guys, Will Cook's been here pretty much from the very beginning, and since, that is a secret. Oh yes, how can you do the points thing? There is a way of doing the points thing, I think. But that only doesn't show that points. I think I can go into the community. Can I? Channel points. Does that show me? It'll be a fair vote if we vote for Monday now. Oh no, I've still not done anything to do with a heist, unfortunately. Custom rewards. Yeah, I don't think I can see who. Oh yeah, I really should customise that as well, really. Oh, there you go. Look, commands. Duel with Vim, the headmaster. Followers list. It doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me anything about how many points. Frustrating. Yeah, I was hoping I might be able to see how many points everyone's got. I don't think I can, which is really weird. You'd think you'd be able to do that. I don't know. Oh well, I'll see if I can find it later on. I'm sure it must be somewhere or another. Right, I think we should probably go and raid Ross. Let's see what he's doing. What is he doing? Oh, he's playing Kokoro. Excellent. And we can go and have a little chat with Ross before Loserpalooza. Thank you very much, by the way, for really making me laugh today. Thank you very much for making me laugh today. I really was. It did make me laugh. The crazy bidding. Just in general. Very, very funny. Thank you very much. And I'll see you a little bit later on Loserpalooza. 86% love between Will Cook and points. or points war. Let's go and start raid on Ross. Off we go. I know some of you are probably already there. You're just going to silently join and no one will know. Off we go. Woo!
Is that on reset? You score for the round after.